How did you go about filming for it? Like, did you go it like the same way you used to, like kind of planned out, or was this like freestyle, go skate and see what happens? For you personally, I mean.
I think that when we first decided, oh, we're gonna make a video, I was really hurt, and I just kept on getting hurt, and I was like, just like, oh man, like, am I even gonna have anything in this video? And then towards the end, like maybe in the last, I would say like 6 months, I was healthy, and I got back into this, like making lists, watching videos, being very deliberate about what I was going to do. It was kind of rare that I just was out on a session and filmed a trick. I think it was more of a very planned and focused sort of, approach. And that's kind of how it used to be. But yeah, I think like that's how I work.
Yeah.
Like it has to be, because a lot of things I choose to do, I have to go back.
Oh yeah.
Many times.
Story of my whole career.
Yeah, I have to drag people. I mean, I think my record is probably 14 times or something. Yeah. And it's funny because I'll see people now, and it's not just now, but they won't go back. It's like, yeah, I'm not going back. And I'm like, oh.
Even if they didn't land it, they're not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, they didn't land it and that's it.
Ah.
And I'm like, oh wow, that's like not how I do it. I get so obsessed with stuff that I like have to do
yeah,
it.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, like I said, story of my career pretty much, is going back and going back.
Same.
But I wonder if that's actually like a good process though. Because if you think about it, if you know in the back of your mind that you're not going to come back and try this again, maybe you're more adept to like landing it.
And going back again.
It's like a
say,
psychological thing, maybe.
Those people, anyone that thinks like that is probably there to spur the moment skating. They're never like, if you don't plan something out, try it once and never go back. I would feel like you're just kind of freestyling it at that point.
I mean, but once you get locked in, you want to go get that trick.
Yeah, I think it's just it's a personality thing.
Yeah.
But I also notice when it's just I don't want to come back thing. when it's that, I'm kind of like, oh,
I'll compare it to this. Like when you're going on a tour, and we're on a tour, we're in, Alabama or something, and you find a spot, you're never going to come back to this spot, and it kind of makes you do it a little bit more.
Yeah.
It makes you want to do it more, I should say.
Yeah, no, that's totally what it. Yeah, and I think in LA, I see it all the time where they just don't want to go back, and I'm like, wow, like you can do this. And then there's just like 8 almost tricks, and I'm just like, wow, like go back, do it.
It's a different breed nowadays, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is.
It is though. I mean,
But it's certain individuals that are like that for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you film most of this in LA, or did you guys do trips?
We did a lot of trips, but I watched my part the other day, and I don't think there's anything on those trips. Cause I was just messed up for like 2 years. And,
How long were you filming the video for?
a couple of years.
Okay.
But like it's not like back in the day type, like mission.
Right.
It was just sort of, it was a little bit more casual. Things are a little bit more casual these days with making a video, but yeah, I was just, hurt. I had so many injuries. I had to get like a stem cell injection in my ankle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my ankle was just had been destroyed.
Back or front ankle?
Front.
Front. Okay.
Yeah.
Did it
So,
work?
like, flick.
Yeah, it worked. And it was sort of I had rolled my ankle in Venice, actually. I was at the Sand Gaps, and I was just messing around, and I rolled it kind of bad, and it was just bad. Like I could, when and months went by, and nothing was happening. I was just like, it's not getting better at all. And, did the whole thing, what you do, MRIs, doctors, whatever, and realized that the cartilage was just like disintegrating or whatever, and it causes inflammation and pain. And then, finally it's just like you're just never going to skate again type at the way you want to.
Sure.
Type talk. And then And then I went to this. I see this guy David Sales in San Clemente. He's a like physical therapist,
Yeah,
and
he's dope.
he's fixed a lot of people. He's fixed
helped
me
me before.
many
Helped me
times.
a lot.
Anyways, he was just like, oh, I helped do this like stem cell thing in Tijuana.
Oh,
And
wow.
So he took me there and we did it. And he said it's gonna take about 5 months.
Oh,
And 5 months on the dot, it was just like
seriously?
yeah.
Wow.
No, it was crazy.
What's
It
the
was-
name of the spot?
I don't remember the name of it.
I think I
He's
just
gonna be
heard
really
about
bummed
this
I didn't remember the
recently.
name of it, but like just look him up.
Yeah.
But it was kind of a miracle
Damn.
of science because I was just like, oh, because the cartilage grew back, and that's stuff that doesn't grow back.
It's a shame that we're not allowed to do that here.
Well, you're allowed to do it here, but they use your stems. As far as I know, they use your stem cells, and these stem cells I used were from placentas that are
Oh,
donated, so they're
wow.
just brand new
Okay.
cells.
Brand new cells. I need some brand new cells, man.
Yeah, you should get some.
I'm trying. I'll get the address from you after the show.
Yeah.
I'll head down to Tijuana.
Are you on these trips? Are you acting as like a team manager as well?
Yeah. So I'm definitely the team manager, and that is a hilarious job. I've seen a lot of people do it
Yeah.
over the years, and I've seen good and I've seen bad, and
Where do you lie?
I feel like I'm in the middle. Like I'm no I'm no Sam Smythe, but like I'm all right.
Yeah.
You know, shit gets done.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the spot, they get to eat. You know,
Yeah.
the little things. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny just being in charge of skaters. And it's funny just being in every aspect of sci-fi, like being on the other side of everything.
Yeah.
It really teaches you a lesson. You know, if you grow up being a pro skater from a young age, like, you know, you cause a lot of trouble, and you have little perspective about a lot of things, about how the world works.
I mean, I was going to say we get kind of quote unquote pampered, you know, where we get, oh, here's your plane ticket, go on the plane. Okay, now you're going to get off the plane. The distributor's going to pick you up. They're going to take you to the hotel. They're going to check you into the hotel. They're going to get your bags. You're going to go up to the hotel. They're going to tell you, hey, we're going to eat in 10 minutes. Come down to the lot. Man, everything's like handed to you. And you never have to like do anything except get on the fucking plane.
And skate.
Yeah, and skate. Yeah.
yeah,
Do
and
what you're meant to do.
no, and now I'm like planning the flights, where we stay,
Right.
what the days are going to look like, when we're going to go do this. And yeah, it's kind of a nightmare.
It's a nightmare.
It's a total nightmare.
Yeah, but it gives new light for me. You know, I mean, just listening. I'm not a team manager, but as I get older, looking back at the team managers who I took for granted, maybe I'm just like, oh fuck, they
Yeah.
were like killing it.
I've had team managers that totally crushed it.
Yeah.
And handled insane situations really well.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just sort of all right at
Okay,
it. I
okay.
think and like but I'm still, I don't know, I'm just sort of, I'm a little too dreamy, like in the clouds to be in charge of so many people.
Right.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just on a trip with Spanky, and it was pretty crazy and awesome to watch him skate, and then also be working with Baker stuff at the same time while he's out skating. Do you kind of do the same thing? Are you like doing graphics or something while you're out on the street skating?
A little bit. I think like I'm more just, I have to answer emails and just like make sure things get done, and I have to just make phone calls and stuff like that. It's harder for me to work on graphic stuff on the road. I think he's way better at that because I have to be in a certain like state. And like going skating all day and then coming back to the Airbnb or hotel or something, it's like I can't really just get into creative mode like him. I mean, getting in creative mode, I can't, like, I don't even know how to do it at home. It will just happen. It's so funny because I have to you know, abide by all these calendars, and I just cannot force myself to make stuff. Like it'll just come in this burst where
Natural.
I'll just like cram in the last week.
I was gonna say,
And
wait till
it's
they're
not
out.
always like that, and I feel like sometimes it shows in the graphics where I'm like, like it really showed that I kind of like this is pretty fucking last minute, but hopefully no one notices. But yeah, I don't know, it's hard. I think, you know,
It's like the juice has got to be flowing at the right time. It's being forced to do something like when you're not in that right mindset. Like you said, you just don't want to do it.
Dude, when you're not in the mood, you're just not in the mood.
And something about a little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure really can spark
For sure.
Yeah.
creativity, whether
Yeah.
it's forced
It's like
or
when the
not.
cops pull up, you know.
Last try.
Last
Last
try.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, dude. We'll get into the video in a second. I want to talk about that, but I'm so interested in like the team and when you put together the Sci-Fi Fantasy team. We talked a little bit about Erin and when you put her on, and then what about the rest of the team? I mean, the big one is Gifted Hater. You got him on the team, Joa. How did that come about? Because he rips. He's a great
No doubt, he
skateboarder,
definitely
but he
does.
also has this persona and online life where a lot of people don't like him. You know, he talks a lot of crap. I think it's on the border. It's funny. You know, it's like when Gary Rogers first came around, nobody really understood Gary, you know, and a lot of people didn't like him, but then everybody kind of realized, oh, Gary's rad. All he cares about is skateboarding, you know, and he's just a skater, and, you know, it's all jokes for Gary. But I wanted to get your opinion on like how that came about, like the Gifted Hater.
Well, I will say first that he also cares about skating.
Yes.
A lot.
Right.
Maybe I would say more than a regular person or a regular skater.
Regular skater, yeah.
But yeah, I understand he was a controversial choice. But I did meet him through Ryan Lay, who I put on after Aaron. And so we went skating, and I had already known about him, but not his online persona. This kid in Orange County was buying stuff, and he was wearing it, and I found his Instagram. I was like, oh, this kid's pretty good. So I just started sending him stuff, and I didn't know about the Gifted Hater stuff.
Okay.
And that sounds like a lie, but like I really didn't. I really didn't. And
Well, this is probably like a long time ago.
it was a while ago. It's been years, but yeah, I met him and I liked him, and we started skating together, and that's just sort of how it happened. And as I discovered the YouTube channel and all that stuff, I became a fan. I was like, oh, like I like this. And the thing about it is like a lot of people do hate him, but you know, conversely, people love him.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I think that is that's sort of a distinction you need to make about someone who is doing something that's a little bit important. Is, you know, like he is really challenging a lot of the ways that skateboarding is talked about.
Sure.
And you know, people will argue about whether he should or should not do what he does, but I think it's important. I think what he does is important, and I don't always agree with what he says, but like most of the time, I'm like, wow, he is so on the money about that. And he also is not someone who has any type of insider information. He's just someone that it is all information that is available to everybody.
Right.
And so the opinions that he reaches, I'm just like, wow. And I you know, I'm privy to a lot of stuff that he doesn't know about, and I'm like, wow, like I don't know how he knew that, or I don't know how he just assumed that's how it works, and that is how it works.
Right.
But you know, I'm not here to defend what he does. Like, you know, love him or hate him, that's up to you.
Right. Yeah.
But I think that people do need to remember that like it is a persona, and it is, you know, in a way, like he is kind of, you know, he's definitely stress testing, like, you know, like what is, you know, what people are going to accept. And the thing about it is like skaters, I think, especially sponsored pro skaters, they do, the ones who are, you know, being criticized. I don't know. I think this is a real stress test for them too.
Yeah.
Like, can you take it? Because I don't know. I feel like people are very sensitive, and in some cases, you know, they have every right to be.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan of what he does.
Yeah. I am too. I think
we all are.
I think he's a smart kid, and I think he articulates very well, right? He's not just like, fuck this dude, don't like him, style's whack, next. Like, he has actual, like,
he has intelligent, good
he formulates
opinions.
like these opinions, and is able to talk through them so that you can understand what he's talking about.
I mean,
you know?
he's really smart. I would not. I've seen people try to like confront him, like not like confront him, but just like his comebacks are you like they're just you can't.
Yeah.
Like they're too powerful.
Right.
Yeah.
What's going on, John? You
Jesse,
can't turn the ringer
I
off?
can't turn the fucking ringer off. Can you put that over there? I'm about to fucking throw that thing, dude. Jesus. Thanks, JC.
No, but it's interesting because like I don't follow too much of the Gifted Hater stuff. I don't follow, but I do see some of the stuff, like the one that he did about the coffee was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So good, dude. I love that piece.
It was funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was so good. But, you know, it's interesting because I think in the very beginning, I could have sworn I remember him saying like he didn't want to be sponsored. He didn't want to do all this stuff because then he would he didn't want to taint his opinions of the skate industry. And then now he's like a sponsored skater. And I don't know. It's interesting to see somebody's path,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I didn't even know if he wanted to be sponsored either.
Yeah.
I think he sort of had a little bit of reluctance too, because it is a little bit of a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
But
Grab this
and it's also, I don't know, like he's really putting himself out there to, you know, because as like the hater, you know, it's gonna, you know, he's under a lot of pressure.
Totally.
So I think that's kind of bold of him to do.
And you know how it is. You know, back in the day when, you know, the old school way of skating, if you talked about somebody will pull up on you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he has to kind of obviously be aware of that. But people are scared these days, I think. They don't, it's like they don't want that. You know what I mean? Like, again, there's people that are sensitive. And if you talk about the wrong person, you can get approached.
Sure.
So there's things that you kind of got to be a little bit aware about.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I think like in certain cases, like he has been confronted, whether it's like, I think it's mostly online by people that he's talked about, and he's able to de-escalate it, you know, like because he's just able to articulate what he says really well, and he's not just someone who's yelling at a camera. You know, he's like, this is whack, this is, you know, he has a really good reason for talking about the stuff he talks about.
For sure. No, I think, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, we grew up in the era of shit talking, you know, so it's funny to see, but we didn't have a platform to do that.
Oh, it's
on,
different now.
you know?
This is
It
like
is way
this is
different.
to the masses.
Yeah.
Well, when people hear him and they don't know anything about him, they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And you didn't see his skating yet.
Totally.
And now it's like, it sounds like this dude's he got a part ready to go for you in this video. And it's pretty.
Yeah.
I heard it's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's very good. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of trying to defend him, but it's just like, I think, you know, I think everything he does kind of speaks for itself. Like, I don't really need to, you know, say much more about it. I will, but I mean,
No, I know what you're saying.
you know what I mean?
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
I think like, I don't know.
I saw the Gifted Hater stuff first before I actually saw the skating. But once I saw the skating, I was like, oh, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. Because I think I was more impressed by like his talent. He's actually really dope. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. I was more like kind of on the fence because I didn't know that he was a good skateboarder.
Yeah.
And I think that helps for me through my eyes. I think that helps him a little bit. Because if you're just a fucking
For sure.
a bag of shit talking like skateboarder and you're talking shit like that, I think you gotta back it up.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. Yeah, it's just like, oh, he can skate. Like it does sort of like allow people to, I don't know, maybe be a little bit more sensitive to like what he's trying to do, you know, versus, you know, but at the same time, I don't know what it would be like if there was a Gifted Hater when I was growing up. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
like I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's
we did
another thing.
have. I mean, we've always. I don't know when the slap message boards came around, but we have had that, you know. But for me, growing up, and like I think like a part would come out or a photo, and then my name would pop up on, you know, slap message, and I would go on there. And I think it was funny, but now we're on there every week, so I'm like, okay, no, I can't keep up with this.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
is just
I
too
remember
much.
the first time I ever saw a really negative thing about me. I remember it. And, like,
How did it make you feel, Jimmy?
Dude, it was extremely affecting. Like, it affected the way I skated.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, because it was about style and it was about like my body, and I was like, what? Like this is, and then I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So and then that would just happen, and like like then you start looking for it kind of, and
Right.
I mean, I don't know. We did have to deal with a little bit of it. We had to
Little
just
bit.
deal with the first wave of it.
Little
It's
bit.
so gnarly these days, though, because now you get it from every perspective, especially if you're putting yourself out there like that on social
Well, now
media.
everybody's got a voice.
Exactly, and they'll tell you. You know what I mean? Well, some people are fucking fake bots and shit, whatever. But they're not shy.
And then, so you put Ryan Leon,
Mm-hmm.
and then Corey Glick.
Yes.
Dude,
He's
he's insane.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of Corey. And was this like I would assume that these they're not, people are sending you, I mean, maybe you are getting sponsor me videos, but I feel like the team that you've created is just like all people that you know and you skate with.
Yes and no. I think I have a like. I sort of like underdogs.
Yeah.
That's kind of the people that I want to sponsor, and I feel like I did that with this team. These are just people that are good skaters, but for whatever reason, they just needed a chance.
Yeah.
And I tried to do that. And a lot of it, and a lot of it wasn't that deliberate. A lot of it was just like I put one person on and they were like, well, what about my friend? And we would skate together. And I like your friend,
Right.
or like let's try it, and I don't know. People are funny about the team. I think they're sometimes they're confused about it, and I get that a little bit, But I love my team. I think they're so great.
I think it works, dude.
Yeah, it does work, and
I
it
think
is pretty. It's so funny. I watched the video and I was like, wow, it's really, sort of exciting in just a roster perspective. It's like these people are just so different, but all good. Yeah.
Who edited and put it together?
Luke Murphy was in the streets with us filming mostly, and then Matt King and him. So Matt and Luke are editing together. So yeah, I kind of put them together. And
Are you in there at all, like overseeing anything, or just gonna let them go?
I just check in. I just come in and kind of, just give my opinion about a few things. But I think I'm really trying to let their voice shine through, and I just kind of like come in once in a while with a few suggestions. And that's the thing about being in charge. I try not to, or I try to, when I can. This is sort of going to contradict what I said earlier, but I try to like let people do what they need to do.
You got to empower them too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big time.
because I am admittedly controlling in certain ways, but in other ways, like with the video, I'm very, very open, and I
Right.
just want I want their voices to shine through.
Yeah.
How long is the video?
Right now, it's 30 minutes.
That's not bad.
Wow.
Okay.
So in these days, that would be an extremely long video. Yeah.
Well, we got the one of the trailers here. This was it's not playing. What's going
That's
on with
this is the emotional trailer.
Me reset it.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not playing.
What was the defining like point? Like, oh wait, we're gonna make a video.
I mean, you have all these amazing skaters. That's a thing too. Corey Glick. Didn't Corey? Sorry to interrupt. Did you do the wall ride, blunt slide down the thing?
Yeah, I think that was like the moment that Corey Glick really
Arrived
on my attention span, because
Yeah.
when he did that, I really was kind of, because I have known Corey came on an America trip like when he was probably 17 or
Yeah.
18, and I don't know if Corey knows this is gonna be a funny bomb for Corey, but I was like, I don't like this kid. Like I don't know about this kid.
Which is like personality wise, or just his skating, or both.
Like no, his skating was amazing, but he was just, his personality at the time was so funny. Like he's gonna die when he hears this. But I was just like, who is this kid? Why is he being so friendly to me? I was just being like cool older guy or whatever, and it didn't end up working out. And it's so funny. I started following him, like maybe a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh wow, like this annoying kid really became an amazing skater. And I started following him and just was like, I'm gonna see if he wants to skate for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, it worked out.
Who was he skating for before Board Company?
Foundation.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. You said this is the emo trailer.
Yeah, this is the first trailer we made.
Let me see if I can put the music. No, music's not on here.
It's coming through my computer if you want me to switch it
Oh,
real
it
quick.
is. Yeah, switch it. Sorry. We have a lot of technical difficulties over here, Jerry. We're not really like...
I wasn't
We're not really
expecting a lot. When I
Okay,
came here.
okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
How did
Put on audio box.
Aquazi? How did he come in the mix?
Well, I actually had been watching him for a while.
He's sick.
Yeah, he really caught my attention, and then James Craig called me, and he was like, "Oh, like, what's up with this kid? He wants to ride for Sci-Fi," and I was like, "Absolutely, I love this kid." So we started skating together, and yeah, that was easy. That was easy. I was like, "Yes, his skill set is
He is dope.
He's
yeah,
super
his skill
sick.
set is so different and weird.
Yeah.
I love it."
Yeah, stands out.
It's an emo. I already want to cry. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah.
The thing is, Jerry, that was great, by the way.
Thanks.
Love a good front nose. The thing about it is, for me, growing up in the era that I grew up in too, like skateboard videos are more than just tricks. It's more. It's about the feeling that I get. I want to. If I watch a skateboard video, not only do I want to like be amazed, but I also I want to feel something, you know? And I feel like a lot of skateboard videos that come out these days just don't provide that, you know, whether it's just kind of inadequate editing or the music's just kind of subpar or like, I don't know what it is these days. And the videos will come along that I'm just like, oh, fuck, this is so good. I could feel something from this. So I'm hoping I'm going to feel something.
I really hope you feel something, Chris. I think what you're talking about is you want to connect to these skaters and this
Yes,
company, right?
totally.
And you want to, because that's, yeah, sure, what you're saying is totally correct. And yeah, I hope we pull this off. But yeah, it is just about introducing your skaters and your company because like we've never done this before.
Right.
And skaters are only really able to connect to the company through the Instagram or like the means are pretty, you know, it's not the greatest. So the video is the way.
I think they are a sidebar. The creative aspect that you do, like with the little commercials or the little meme, dude, those things are fucking
Oh,
sick.
yeah. Thanks.
Seriously, like
Thank
the
you.
one where you're sitting in the computer and
Oh,
you just start
yeah.
fucking burning up. The things that don't need to make any sense are the raddest things.
Yeah, that's so funny because the reason I made that is because I was being sort of to ask to be a better marketer. Like you need
You're
to
so
market your
good, dude.
company better and you need
So
to try
good.
harder to market your company because you're, you know, and my response was to just hit up our 3D guy and be like, hey, like this is the script for the next video. And yeah, and it's just me burning up in at a corporate desk because
But
that's how I felt.
It was so
That's how
rad,
you-
just with
right.
like the music, everything. It was like so perfect. I thought it was genius.
Is that on the
really
IG?
did.
We got to check that out. Is that on the Instagram?
Yeah, it's on there. It's a little back a little bit, but
That
yeah.
guy does a great job too. Shit.
yeah, that guy's name is John Bacon, and he's a skater, and he is so instrumental to our identity
The look,
because
yeah.
because in the beginning when I was just starting, he hit me up on Instagram and he just asked if he could get some clothes, if he could make 3D stuff for me.
Wow.
And when I saw what he did, he also does this thing called Cool 3D World with another person. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, I think this is what I want it to be. You know, like this is, and so that's how that
That's
happened.
so
So
rad.
really,
Like
he's so important to the company.
He kind of nailed it before he even nailed it.
I mean, the way that we creatively work together is, I don't know. Sometimes I just give him such a loose idea, and he'll just come back with it with his stuff, and I'll just be, it's done.
That's
you
kind
know?
of the best
That's
way,
rad.
though, dude. Sometimes if you detail out something, it's not going to come back the way that you want it because you're so detailed in how you envision something. That how can you even deliver that to somebody else to get inside your brain and deliver that to you?
I mean, it's the best when you don't really have to say that much,
Right.
You know, to
Yeah.
someone.
Sounds like he has a Charlie.
yeah.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
guy Charlie. Don't think about taking him from us. Okay?
Who's Charlie?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
I'll
it.
hit you up.
He's
Yeah.
he's our graphic guy. He's in Quebec. He's the best, dude.
Dude,
He's the best
hands
dude
down.
ever.
Is this the same type of stuff that you did with Palace? I saw that. Is that kind of the same thing?
Same guy.
Same guy.
Same stuff. Yeah. And working with them was awesome. It was really, really easy working
This
with
is
them.
kind of the stuff. A little bit. I don't know if you could find the chair thing, but
It's not that far back.
it's not that far back.
No.
Let's see if we can find it here with you, because I really want to see this chair. The chair.
I think you
thing.
need to go down.
Down.
Further.
Okay.
Back.
Let's see. Do, 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 do.
Wow, so this is how you guys... Oh, it's right there.
This one.
That one.
Let's see. Here it is.
That's your workspace.
Mm-hmm. This is how I create.
This is
Marketing
so sick.
department update. Oh, he's got an idea.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Jumping out that window is my idea.
I loved it.
That's
The
great.
future is canceled.
I think I commented on it. Shit.
That's amazing.